We're doing total chaos in the playoffs again. You two guys had a tie last week. You tied it on up. So we're going to do this over again. How's it going, Nick Parsons?
It's going fantastic. Looking forward to it. Yeah, playoff chaos. Cam and I have been doing this the last couple of weeks here, tying it up. But hey, maybe somebody will come out a winner this time. We will see.
Yeah, there's always tomorrow. We got playoffs for a while, so
yeah.
This will be resolved
True enough.
How are you doing, Cam Ross?
Pretty good. Just making it through. Won my first play of the day. The NBA playoff game that's going on right now. Pretty happy with it so far, and it's good to see my new best friend that I spend all the videos with now. So everything's going well.
Excellent.
Nice.
Excellent. All right, we're going to get this party started. Total Chaos playoffs. We're going to go through the 3 NBA games and the 1 NHL game that happened on Friday, May the 28th. These guys are going to tell me if they like it to go over or under. Whoever gets the most correct comes back next week as the champ, or comes back again next week
yeah, maybe you never know.
Yeah.
That's just it. All right, Nick Parsons, you are going to start us off. Knicks are at the Hawks. 211 is the number. What's your play?
I'm going to go over the first game, or both of the first 2 games went under the number. So I'm going to say that the shift in venue is going to help lead to an over here. Actually, I think we both played the over in that second game, and it still came up short there. So I'm going to go for the over again here in this game. I think, they're tied up here, the shift in venue. This and the total has just kept coming down. It was 214, then 213.5, and now you said it's 211.
Yep, that's what I got.
So I'm going over.
Okay, Cam, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm going to agree. I will be watching this series because, as you see, you see where I live. But this has become very personal. A New York Knicks fan spit on Trae Young, and it's 1-1, and you saw Trae throwing it up saying, we'll see you in the A. We'll see you in the A. I agree with what he said. I think the change of venue is going to spark the Hawks offense, and the Knicks are going to have to score as well. I do think this one's going to go over in game 3.
Okay, so already we're off to an agreement. That's great. When these guys agreed, those tend to be our most valuable plays. I, too, think this one goes over. So Clippers are at the Mavericks, Cam. 219.5 is your number. Get it rolling.
Yeah, this series has been crazy so far. The Clippers, they're up 2-0. But I think the Clippers are going to – or I'm sorry, the Mavericks are up 2-0. The Clippers have laid an egg in this series. But I'm actually going to take the over in this game. It shattered the huge total the last game. But the Clippers have seen the high 220s. There's been so many points in their last several games. I think the Clippers are going to try to change things around. They're going to go with the scoring threat. I think Luka's going to play great in front of his home crowd. I'm going to take the over in 3.
All right, Nick, what do you say?
I'm saying that we might be back facing each other again next week because, I like the over here as well. The Clippers, obviously, they have to be the aggressors here. Down 0-2, this is it. If they go down 0-3, that's too big of a hole to climb out of, I think. So, with the visitors pushing the pace, Dallas has been super efficient shooting the ball here. As Cam pointed out, the last game went over the number. And I think this one will follow suit with a similar sort of score here.
All right. Earl Sports Bets thinks that Dallas sweeps. I know Tim Earl's got a real nice, I think, plus 325 future on the Mavericks. He's hoping it only goes 4. He thinks it does. So there is that for you as well. All right. Last one for NBA. Nick Parsons, the Nets are at the Celtics. 227.5 is your number here.
So they are shifting back to Boston or not back, but just for the first game there in Boston in game 3. The first game went under the number. I guess that was probably a little surprising. 104.93. And then in the second game, it went over 130 to 108. Yeah, this is a tough one here, but I sort of like Boston here at home getting the points, and to sort of correlate along with that thought, I'm going to go with the under here. I'm going to say that Boston has to show up and play defense to slow this Nets team down. That's how they're going to win. They can't possibly get into a track meet with this team and expect to win. So I'm going to go under.
Damn, it looks like you agree.
Yeah, I do agree. I was going to say everything he just said. The first game, Boston has lost both games by double digits, but they were a little bit closer. They lost by 22 in the second one. They lost by 11, I believe, in the first one. If they can keep the Nets grounded, as he just said, not a track meet, they have a better chance. They're going to be in the front of their home crowd. Boston's going to be loud. I think the Celtics' best chance is to try to keep this game low, try to keep this game under this total, and I am going to agree and go under.
Had the wrong game up there. My bad. All right. Yes, that one goes under. All right. There's a lot of buttons on my end. Okay, so we've got one NHL playoff game. This series is killing me. Y'all know I'm not the biggest hockey person, but if my Vegas Knights are in the playoffs, I'm paying attention. It's been up, it's been down. I'm on an emotional roller coaster right now. Okay, so Minnesota at Vegas, 5.5 is your number. Cam, what do you say?
Yeah, this series is killing me as well. I've had a little bit of bad luck, as I said previously in this series. But this is a big game for both teams. Vegas is back home. Vegas has never clinched a playoff series at home. I really would go under in this game, but it's just screaming at me that Vegas is finally gonna punch in some of those 100 shots a game they take. And I'm going to go ahead and take the over here, as I think the Knights offense is going to show up, and I think the Knights are going to get this win.
All right. Tim Earl agrees with you. Nick Parson, do you agree as well?
I do agree. And so we're agreeing on all four. So hopefully we can get a 4-0 sweep. That would be really sweet. And I guess we're going to be back here again next week, no matter what happens. Yep. But yeah, Game 7. And it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row. Vegas was just shut out. And so, they have the number 1 defense, but they also have the number 3 offense. And so I think Vegas is going to just pour it on here. I think that Minnesota is probably pretty tired after those 2 emotional victories to claw back into this. And so, I expect more of a wide open affair than a defensive one in Game 7. I'm going over.
All right, taking it over. Okay, we are going to do a quick recap. But before we do, I want to remind everyone to hit that like button, hit subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and that way you guys will never miss any of our free picks, of our free money-making picks. Earl Sports says the Wild win 2-1, Minnesota, and the under. He's been riding this Wild train the whole time.
I don't remember which one of them, but they had a future for big money on Minnesota to win this series. So of course he's going to say that. He's rooting for future to hit. And I get it. I do get it, but
he's going to whip you. He's going to be like, but Vegas has never won a playoff game at home, and the Wild is done. He's going to dig right in, man.
I have a twin brother, all this stuff.
I've tried to talk my shiz. What do you guys think about a tiebreaker on the side of one of the NBA games?
Right. That's a good thought.
Knicks Hawks, 4.5 is the number there. That's the only one I know the spread off the top of my head.
4.5 is that one. 7 is the Celtics, and 2 is
Knicks Hawks, because you're from Atlanta. Here you go. Knicks Hawks, and it's ATL minus 4.5 is our number here. What do you think?
I like the Knicks.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'll take the Knicks.
Are you on the Knicks too?
No, I'll take the Hawks.
There we go.
No.
All right, there's the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I will take the Hawks here. I think I have the A on my wall, but
that's why they're gonna win.
Yeah, that's why they're gonna go Hawks. But Trae Young, he's been the best player in the series, and somebody spit on him. If there's any reason to score 50, that's the reason.
It's so, right here.
I'll take the Hawks here to get it done at home.
I said the same thing about the that game one of the Astros and the Dodgers when the Dodgers were booing the Astros. That next game, I was like, y'all don't touch the Dodgers. Like y'all, they just disrespected a bunch of Texans in their house. They're coming after you today, So yeah. I'm with you on that, man. So yeah, we'll do a quick recap. I want to remind everybody also over at picksandparlays.net, we do have a new promo code. It is history, and that is where you can find over at picksandparlays.net, Cam Ross and Nick Parsons and their premium picks. If you want to find Cam over on Twitter, it's I_am_Cam20. Nick Parsons is at the Insiders Room, and you can find them both at picksandparlays.net. Use the promo code HISTORY, save 20% off either one of their packages or get them both and save 20% off of that. They're best friends. Clearly, they agree on everything.
We agree on everything, and
we hang out all the time. You guys see it.
If you cash, you cash. All right, so let's do a recap. We agree on everything. The Knicks game is going to go over 211. The Clippers game is going to go over 219.5, and the Nets game is going to go under the 227.5. The Minnesota Wild at Vegas Golden Knights is going over a 5.5. And for the tiebreaker, Knicks at the Hawks. Nick is taking the Knicks, and Cam is rolling with the Hawks. So that's how we're going to do this. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget, smash that like button. We will see you again tomorrow for another edition of Total Chaos Playoffs. Thanks, guys. May the best ever win.
Thanks, Ellie. See you, Cam. See you guys. That was awesome. Thank you.